Welcome to a short segment of Do Your Homework. I was watching the video, brother Billy Carson, and I wanted to bring this to the attention of, the viewers that view my channel. He said that men are being emasculated and men are being chemically emasculated. And he was talking about how the testosterone level is very low in men according to the former times. And I noticed to be true because when we start looking around at the foods that a lot of men may eat trying to be healthy, they have estrogen in them. I learned a few years ago from my buddy Rome. He told me that they was putting estrogen in cereal, Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, and things of that nature. And I'm saying that to say is that men are in a battle to become to hold on to their manhood, but they're being turned feminine by chemical processes. And then on the outside of the chemical process, we have to look at these women that are contributing to the emasculation of men by the way that they interact with them. I spoke on this before on The Secret Science. John Bain said if a woman become the dominant force or the masculine force in the relationship, it forces the man to take the other role, and that is the feminine force. So women, if you don't want your man to be feminine, play your role, or do what you're supposed to do as your role as a woman according to the support system of your man. I'm not saying let a man run all over you, so forth and so on, but there's certain things that men need by nature to keep their manhood up. And if you take the man's manhood, he's just like a broken horse. He's broken and he becomes fragile, and then he start to descend more into the feminine principle in activity, and then we'll have a whole lot of estrogen floating around on the planet. And we know that estrogen is contribute to emotional stages in women that is actually really unstable. If you want your man to be like that, continue on to emasculate him. But again, men, be aware of the foods that we're eating. It is said that estrogen is high in soy. So if you do eat soy, don't eat it every day. Eat it in spots. Eat it as less as possible. I know you're trying to be healthy, but you got to keep a balance. And you may have to even take some supplements to keep your testosterone level at a good level. And that's what I wanted to speak on this day. Again, the chemical emasculating of men. We must be aware of the agenda to feminize men, and it's happening in the so-called black community. But I think this agenda doesn't have anything to do with nationality. It is just in a war out on masculine men, to have them become docile in a sense to their masculinity and become feminine. Now, I know people might get offended by this, but I'm a truth speaker. A lot of women that I have seen in the neighborhoods and things like that, they are attracted to feminine men. They like to have feminine men as their friend. So if you get in a relationship with a woman that likes a feminine man, she may try to feminize you by having you to wear female clothes and start to make you look pretty. That's why a lot of men have been convinced to wear these tight clothing and things, because women are, they like it and they advocate it, and men do things to attract women. But we can't lose ourselves in the process of trying to be appealing sexual wise to a woman. If you wear tight clothes, just always know that you are a man, and don't let nobody tell you anything else. I'm going to give you a little bit of science. What makes a man versus a man is a boy. No, he's a male because of his genitals, his penis. And then he go into the boy stage. And that's because, that's a part of the process. He's actually a caterpillar in a sense, and he's cocooning to become a man. And the thing about becoming a man, it requires certain types of operations, certain type of development involving and evolving, maturing, becoming responsible, making adjustments in your life. And if you saying right now today that, at the age of 30, 40, 50, that you're the same and you haven't changed, again, shame on you. That's not a badge of honor. It's actually a badge of stupidity and ignorance to appease a cultural insanity. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought you this message in love, and I leave you this message in peace. Men, man up. Don't go for the okie doke. Even though the government here in the United States is promoting feminine men, they want you to become a woman or a little girl or passive. Fight for who your true identity is, your DNA and your genetic makeup, what you were created to be. Peace.